And hello, welcome to another U10 mini lesson where I attempt to explain, elaborate, or give clarity to something in the musical world in under 10 minutes. Today we're going to be talking about rest values. By the way, I should mention that this is all done in one take, so if a mistake happens, it happens, just like in real life. So there's going to be not much playing today, I'm just going to be explaining a lot of things. Rest values, much like the video I posted a moment ago about, or I should have posted a moment ago, hopefully this comes second, rest values you can use based off of note values. So we're going to kind of do the exact same thing there. So you can put these videos side to side or however technology works these days and go based off that. I won't be explaining jumping between as much. I know you guys are smart. You can think, use your brain logically. Yes. So a whole rest, the first one, it is going to be like it says, like with a whole note. The whole rest is we're using 4/4 again. That's going to be 4 beats. So when you see the little rectangle square thing below the line, like hanging down like a stalactite, which holds tight to the ceiling, that's going to be a whole rest of 4 beats or an entire measure. A half rest will be sitting on the line or stalagmite, might reach the ceiling, it won't. That will be, each one will be 2 beats. So if you have two in the measure, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. A quarter rest, side note, I still can't draw these very well after 10 years of teaching and writing in Chicken Scratch, which is handwritten notes, so bear with me on this one. Quarter rests are just like quarter notes. There are 4 in a 4/4 measure, and each one is a different beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one is a beat. Part 2. So I tried to get a little bit better with the second one. I don't think it worked very well. The next one is eighth note rests. Now the thing with eighth note rests, it's much like eighth notes, where there's a little bridge connecting the note, or there's a little bridge on it in general. If you see one eighth note alone, that bridge is hanging down sad because it has been connected to another note. The bridge on here, you could consider the dot. So it's almost, if you think about like a flipped down version and a little bit twisted of an eighth note, because you've got, I tried to make the ball pretty obvious, but that's a ball, and then you've got this little thing and then down. I hope I traced that right because I couldn't see where my finger was. So just like with eighth notes, you can put a maximum of 8 rests, 8 note rests in a beat, and those will be the same. 16th notes will have 2 little balls with the chains attached to them, or whatever you want to say, however you want to say it. But just like the 2 bridges in the 16th note, it's the exact same like that. If there's 2 bridges, it's a 16th note rest. If there's 1 bridge, it's an 8th note rest. If you got 2, yeah, it's 1 E and a. I only wrote 4 because I got lazy, and musicians can be lazy and simple sometimes. So again, first page, whole rest is 1 rest for a measure, it's 4 beats. A half rest is 2 beats, or you need 2 half rests in a measure. Quarter note rests, or quarter rests, which I'm still working on drawing professionally, are 1 beat or 4 per measure in a 4/4 measure. And back up to here again. Eighth rests have a little ball with little attachment and then a slide down, and that is, you can put 8 in a 4/4 measure, and 16ths have 2 balls with attachments to slide down on them, or you can't really reverse that with a 16th note, but because they have 2 bridges but 1 note. So they're basically 2 circles with a little thing attached to it with 1 slant going down. Now if you want to do 32nd notes, obviously that would be 3 bridges or 3 little circles attached with a slide down. I hope my finger's in the right spot for that. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, want me to elaborate on something, explain something, please let me know. And to quote the man who makes our sticks we use on the snare line, Scott Johnson, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. I'll see you later.